And we're live.
Oh yeah, this is something that I should have brought up like a few weeks ago. I was, so in the next, this is just something I heard through the grapevine, nothing confirmed or anything, but I do trust the person I heard it from. Like, so there has been such a shift from traditional media on TV to streaming and cord cutting and stuff. Like it's just, it's accelerating. If anything, it's never going to plateau. It's just going to keep accelerating. And so like a lot of advertisers, they're not getting the reach they need on traditional media anymore. And so, but people are watching like fucking Hulu shows or Amazon Prime or Disney Plus shows without ads on there. So eventually what they're going to do is if you use like a Roku, a Fire Stick, Smart TV, any of those things, they will be able to put an ad through the channel you use to get the, so it's called like, so there's the device and then there's the overlay product. So an overlay product would be Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime, all that stuff. So there's like the Roku app and the overlay product on top of it. They will be targeting at some point directly the Roku itself, the Fire Stick, all that, and be overlaying ads onto shows anyway.
You think that will work?
That will happen.
That just depends. Hypothetically, that would. I think that there will always be
Netflix or Amazon Prime would be my guesses, but everything else can happen too.
Right, and I think that's fine too. By the way, I think that I'm okay with there being a service that you are paying money for, albeit not a large sum, to get consistent access to something on demand. I hate waiting week for week for shows, but I do it for the shows that are coming out right now. However, like the idea of sitting down and going through TV and being like, I choose to watch this like whatever Office episode is here versus like going out and getting it. I don't see the value in that. So if you're going to say that, like, how much is Roku? $10 a month?
Oh, I don't know. I think you just buy the Roku and then you put Hulu on it and Netflix and what. So
I see what you mean. You're so they're going for not the app, but for the whatever the stick. I just like VCR. Amazon already puts Prime ads in front of their Prime TV shows, right? It's all in the same ecosystem. They probably could get away with doing that because that's all included with your one Prime subscription, right? So it's not like I'm paying $32 for no ads. It's like, well, I get 2-day shipping free and I get all these discounts, right? So that's fine.
Right.
But Netflix could not get away with doing that. I'd freak the fuck out if Netflix started putting ads in front of them.
I'm going to cancel Netflix.
My thing is like, I'm not talking about like imminently this is going to happen. I'm going to say that 3, 4, 5 years from now, we fast forward, it is going to eke back to being a similar level of ads to TV was back in the day. It won't happen right off the start, but in the next 5 years, because traditional media will die, like all of the traditional existing media will be their own streaming service.
So Taylor, help me understand. You're saying they'll target the device that plays it, right? So why wouldn't I just switch to a device that doesn't have ads?
They're all so like a Fire Stick, Roku.
Yeah, but what about your phones?
Apple TV.
Like Google is built into
Chromecast.
Yeah, but it's not Chromecast. It is literally just built in. I mean, it is powered by Chromecast, but it's not a stick. So you're going to have to insert ads into the operating system. But if I'm using Chromecast just to go into Netflix, Netflix is going to freak out if Google's overlaying ads on their content that they paid for, like a Netflix original. They can't do that.
No, they can't right now. And so I'm saying like, I'm seeing this more as like writing on the wall. So like the way ads used to be, like if you were to tell someone in 1965 that their 30-minute programming in 30 years was going to be 20 minutes of programming and 10 minutes of ads, they'd say that's ridiculous. I wouldn't even watch TV if that were the case. If it was any more than 3 minutes of ads in the 30 minutes, I wouldn't like. And that progression happened, and people continue to do it because it's like boiling the frog slightly more and more and more all the time. Sure. Basically, like they're going to get people more used to seeing ads again on these streaming services they pay for. And over time, it's not just going to be a pre-roll, then there'll be a post-roll, and then there's going to be a mid-roll, and it'll roll out way more slowly. But like, yeah, they can, because it's only a handful of companies that do all these things, you know, so it's not that hard for them to organize.
I mean, they can, but I think that especially here is my hope, right? We're talking about Netflix, a company that, you know, was arguing with Blockbuster eons ago, like 10 years ago. They were doing the whole subscription service, right? And they transitioned realizing that this is going digital, the cord cutters, that people are more interested in the ease of access. They went digital. They got all this shit sorted out. if there is a point in time where Netflix can offer me as much reach as like maybe I get to watch sports on it, or maybe ESPN's included, or whatever Disney Plus is doing currently for a premium subscription of like $35 without ads, great. But if you're trying to inject ads into the current situation that we've got going on, at this point in time with tech, I'd like to believe that there's an infinite amount of free options available to anybody that wouldn't be interested in taking that new norm on. And especially with like the technological literate youth that are coming up, not a single one of those fuckers are paying for anything. Like they will just get it on a torrent. Like, you know, we started getting torrents and stuff. I just don't think that it's a sustainable business model to do anything other than raise a subscription fee. Like putting the annoying ads in is more backlash worthy than just charging me $5 more, I think.
Yeah, and that might be right. You know, you never know how it's going to roll out. These companies are very smart. My prediction would be
Smarter
that
than me, yeah.
because Amazon, or I'm sorry, not Amazon, that because Netflix has made their kind of their bread and butter being the no ads ever, no, that they will not adopt until it is fully adopted by every other player in the sphere, and then they will roll it out in a slower way. Because and it won't be that the subscriptions will get lower. It'll because these companies, the same way that like the NHL this year, to try and cover for not having fans, they like named it, instead of the Central Division, it's the Enterprise Rent-A-Car Central Division. That's not going to go back to normal. They're never going to switch that back. That revenue is now baked into the cake, even after people come back and start watching games again. Same thing with this. Like, and because the competition is so stringent, like we feel like there's so many options because you can scroll a million things on every service, like a million different titles. But it's what, half a dozen at most that are worthwhile at all.
I don't know. All right,
Amazon Prime.
We're switching into different topics. On that one, I feel like it's a UI problem. They need a better way to present their choices to me. They have so many choices. I'm guessing there's 400 that I want to see, and it's just buried somewhere in the 92,000 titles they have, and I can't find them. Yeah. They need to do that better. I suck at UI design, but they do too. On the ad thing, I will push back on that so strongly. Like we've talked many times about the list of services we subscribe to, right? Hulu, Disney Plus, Netflix, and something else. And I always forget YouTube Premium. I'm a YouTube Premium guy too. I love the no ads on that. I love watching shit on my phone when the phone's like turned off, and you know, like you can use it in your car at night. And YouTube, I watch more YouTube, I think, than any of the other services. I easily watch more YouTube.
I watch a lot of YouTube as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Maybe I should get YouTube Prime.
I found all these historical channels that like do it's what the Discovery and History Channel used to be. And it's like, I can't believe these guys aren't on TV. Like I think one of the channels is the Histocrat or something like that. And I'm watching like hours of him a week at this point. Like whether it's about the Punic Wars or like Bronze Age Man, it's like the shit I actually want to watch.
Is it a YouTube like premium exclusive, or is it just like a channel?
No, he's just a YouTuber. Yeah, there's so many YouTubers making so much great content. I feel like they've raised the bar since I was
It's professional grade.
There is nobody that is going to fuck around in their mom's basement and make it big. Like I look at this content now and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys making this with? It's like we got 6 Red cameras and we're doing a documentary series on like score-based matchmaking. I'm like, what the
I'm getting rid of Netflix. I've had enough. The only thing I care about on there is The Witcher, and that literally comes out once a year. Like I'll sign back up for Netflix for 1 month, watch The Witcher, and then unsubscribe again at this point, just save my $25 a month.
That's how I would feel about Disney Plus, but as a family, the other people in my family I did get Peacock. I got Peacock so that I could watch The Office because I just love the fucking Office. But someone pointed out on Little Mitt's Twitch stream the other night, just buy it on iTunes for $25 and you've got it all. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to cancel Peacock, buy The Office on iTunes, and then I've got it. The only thing that's different is over on Peacock, and this does add some value to me, they have all these deleted scenes that they just edit right into the episodes. So a lot of the episodes are now like 4 minutes longer, and it's brand new content, and it's pretty good stuff most of the time. But yeah, I don't like ads. I'm okay with them most of the time on YouTube because I know I'm like supporting the content creator in some way. But that's how they get paid, right? I don't see any ads on it because I have the premium.
Yeah,
and fucking like that. I don't know. I
like that too. I will pay the premium to avoid ads if I can. I have Twitch Turbo. Like, fuck it. I don't want an ad. I don't care where the money goes. Just get the ads.
What's Twitch Turbo? How does I always just subscribe to a channel?
$9.99 a month. You never see an ad on the whole website.
I didn't know about that.
Nobody does because they don't promote it. Because if you have Twitch Turbo, why would you subscribe to 32 streamers? So it's like,
and they get half the sub money.
Yeah, exactly. So Twitch Turbo, you still get paid if you have Twitch Turbo and you watch a streamer and they run an ad. The streamer will still get the 0.1% cent that they would have earned from you seeing the ad. But it is the best deal on Twitch. I have it. I've had it for 8 years. Like, I watch enough Twitch where I just don't want to see a pre-roll ad if I'm just like, oh, what is this person up to? You know, like, I just hate that. So